you fill out this form, and our friend Jared gives you access to the system, you're going to go into the GMS system. This is the first slide that you're going to see. So once you do that, then you get this little box over here, and you're going to go to GMS Grantee Admin, right here. And you've got to put 2 more names in there. There's a total of 3 that's got to be in there. It's mandatory. I think there's a slide, so I ain't going to do it all.
Mr. Hayes, you told them how to get there, Ms. Carl just told them about, we did not put a slide there telling them how to get there from the website.
Yes, so, probably the best website you can remember is the Governor's Office Highway Safety website, gahighwaysafety.org. gahighwaysafety.org. When you go to that website, you'll look right up the top, there's a button that says grants. You click grants, go down and just apply. Go to the system. And it takes you right to our brand new 1-year-old grant management system. So when you do that, it'll give you a place to log in. If you're that person, Jared's going to have the system send you a username and password, correct? They'll send you that username and password, and that's what you're going to use to get right in. It will open it up to this screen. And that's where you go over here and look in the top right hand. You'll have your name here, and you'll come to right here. You take the agency locate, the agency information. We're going to do a project director, authorized official, can add users. If you're just a user, if they put you in as a user, then you can. So we're going to talk authorized official. Probably most of you in here will be the project director. Authorized official is going to be your mayor, your sheriff, the highest elected official in your organization. Like the president of the company, I guess, if you are not a government agency. You click on the GMS Grantee Admin button right there. It's just a drop down. You'll see Grantee. Click on it. It'll take you right there to Grantee Admin. And then you get 3 users. As I said, the authorized official is the highest elected official in the agency. Your county commission chairman, chairperson, the mayor, the sheriff, things such as that. All right, let me go and throw this out there. City managers ain't elected. County managers ain't elected. They can't be in here. They can be in another place. They can be agency staff. But they cannot be the authorized official. Okay? Believe me, I dealt with them for years. I had one when I was in the department. So I know how they are. I think they can do anything. Not in federal money. Project director. That's what probably most of y'all in this room will be. And a project director is that main contact person. You know, we talked about a couple slides ago. Make sure you know who that person is going to be. Who's going to be that stucky, if you would? Who's the first person that we're going to call if we got to get back in contact with you? And then agency staff. Primarily, the agency staff is your financial official. Who handles the finances for you? It could be the finance director. I know a lot of times in a sheriff's office, we'll see sheriff's office. Sheriff's got his finance person, his or her finance person within the agency, right? A lot of them do. They can make it that. It does not have to be the county's finance director. But whoever's in charge of the claims, that's where that person is. That's what the agency staff is. So that's the 3 people that you must have in here to submit the grant in the end. They're the 3 people that's going to sign a certification page to say, yep, everything that's in here is correct. Yep, we want the grant. If that sheet's not signed, it goes nowhere. We're going to send it back to you. So, once you do, whoever it is that we started over there, it'll open up this screen right here. When you click on the admin, and you go right over here on the left and click add user. Just click add user. It's going to open up a box. that looks like this. Let me give you a word of caution. We were going over this yesterday, and Paula and I were like, boy, you better push that button. See this button, this thing that's up here in the red box? If you don't click right there, you can fill this out 26 times and hit the create button, and guess what it does? Nothing. We've had people that said, I keep doing this, and I'm like, I always have to go back and think about it. Oh, look, did you hit the grantee button? Did you click that button? Oh, no. So just start off, click that button, fill out the information right in there. Go right down here to the bottom. You'll see add new role. And you just click that button. I'm sorry. You click that. I don't mind, Roger. I went crazy, didn't I? Don't hold the button down. I was trying to do this button. So when you put all the information in there, go down here and click add new role. So if you're set up as the project director, and you're putting the county commission chair, the mayor, the sheriff, whatever in, you click down there and you click them as the authorized official. And then the next one you go back in and put in there. You put as the agency staff. Okay? So, we said all that, and let's just pretend y'all are old like me. My wife says when I walk out the door, I'll probably forget. So what do? Well, we got this magical help desk. There again, we're back to Jared and Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa's our systems administrator. So it's going to go, when you do that, it's going to send them an email. Tell them what you need. Some of us, somebody will get back to you pretty quick, usually, and try to help you do it. Try to help you get done. Okay? All right. The application form itself. So once you're logged in and you're ready to go start, you're going to open, this page will open up, and you go up here to the top where it says opportunities. It's just a whole line of stuff. Of course, they click opportunities, and it opens up your opportunities. General application 2026. As we said, that's what most of you are going to do. See where it says Traffic Enforcement Network 2026? Nobody. None of y'all. Nobody in the room does that. Okay? So I know you're thinking, you'll get back to the office and think about it. You'll say, well, I want a traffic grant, traffic enforcement grant. So let's do Traffic Enforcement Network. That is strictly for the coordinators of our traffic enforcement networks. And then down the bottom, you'll have young adults. Young adults, you'll have SAD, you'll have all that in there. So all you do is click that button. That's a hyperlink right there. Click General Application 2026. It opens this up. You say, yep, it's the general application for 2026. That's what I want to do. You simply go right over here to the right top and click Apply for Opportunity. Hold on, buckle your seatbelt, because it's fit to get fun. As soon as you do that, it opens it up to this box. Everybody, most of you in here are new applicants, right? You're not doing a renewal. You don't have a grant 2025, it's new one. So you're going to create an application from scratch. When you do that, you go click that button, then I create that new application. And it's going to start. This is the first page of many. You got to have a project title and a project summary. Your project title is something short. Don't write a paragraph there. Write the paragraph in the summary. Hiram PD. High Visibility Enforcement Grant for Hiram PD. Heat grant, heat, Marietta PD. I just know. Okay? And then tell us a little project summary. There again, don't write a book, right, Scarlett? Just give us a good, here's what I'm trying to do. Here's what we're trying to do. Here's what we're having to do with this project. So, very important button that we're going to talk about. In the old system, we used to talk about that save button all the time. We'd say save 150 times during this. We got a new one this time. So once you put this information in, you'll go down to the bottom. There's this fancy thing called a progress tracker. That's a very important button. It actually tracks the progress of where you're at going through this whole process. When you finish this page, you get this in here, go down here to the bottom and click that mark as complete. When you click mark as complete, it'll turn green, and it'll turn some other stuff green as well. So do that, and then go down and click save. So then it's going to bring you to this page. Okay? Your application has been created. You now have an application number up here at the top. It's going to have your information in here. And then we're going to start the process. So once you're sitting here, this is your summary, okay? Your next thing you're going to do is click App Project Forms. When you click that button, it takes you to this screen. So every one of these, from the top to the bottom, you must address every bit of this. So you just put in your project title, right, on the page before. So this is an example. 402 RS, we don't expect you to know that number. Roadway safety, to fund staff and activities. A brief description of your process. Okay? So we got that. But you know what? I didn't say everything I wanted to say in the summary. So how do I fix that, right? How do I fix that? This little button right here. Manage application project info. That button is a friend for you as well. It's going to be a friend through the whole thing, as you'll see in just a minute. So all you got to do is go hit that project info button, and it opens it up where you can then make changes to this. And then make sure you save it. So once you get that ready, you're going to general additional information. You'll see the red and green. Some of these are already done. Red and green. Green is good. Red, you got to work. You got stuff to do. So you go to the general information. Guess what? There's that button again. Now it says manage general additional information. You got to click that button. Opens up another window, and then you have to complete that information. That's like stuff like your audit period. That's like hopefully your SAM UEI number is populated, because Jared's going to need that. It's on the form you got. You got to put that number in there. You're going to have to get it for finance. Understand? They're the ones that's going to have it. It'll ask you a question. Are you a nonprofit organization? There it is, good. So, if you are a nonprofit organization, you got to click this button up here. You got to click that button up there. Click here if you're a nonprofit organization. If you're not a nonprofit, don't click that button. Are funds being sought from any other sources? Yes or no? Does your jurisdiction receive other federal funds from any sources? If you're Paulding County SA, okay? And this, it is, does the Paulding County itself receive other federal funds. It's not just Halding County Sheriff's Office, it's your whole jurisdiction. It's all of Marietta PD. See what I'm saying? Just call your finance director over here at the county commissioner's office and see, they'll find that number for you and put that, and open it up. If you say yes, it's going to ask you how much. Just tell us how much it is. Y'all, it has, if you tell us you get $6.2 million in other federal money, it is not affecting whether you get this grant or not. It doesn't. It makes a difference in your audit stuff. Because there's other things, if you get over a certain amount of money, there's other things that Ms. Lauren requires from us. She requires your financial audit every year. Okay, next. What is your audit period? So, you know, everybody's got an audit period. Everybody's got, what's your budget year? That's all it is. What's your budget year? Y'all January to December, or you July to June, or you October to September, whatever it is. So when you do your application, just to kind of help you out, when you do your application, it will be from something in 2025 to something in 2026. Okay? For July, it's going to be 7/1/25 to 6/30/26. Okay? When you're done with this, there again, right down to the bottom, mark is complete, save and close. Okay, project forms. This is primarily directed towards nonprofit agencies. You must provide the following in order to complete the application: your public funds documentation, your 501c3 forms, Secretary of State certification, letters of support, and 3 reference letters. Those reference letters can be no older than 2 years. It can only be 2 years. So 23, 24, 25, that's your years. Okay? If you're not a nonprofit, we do not need letters of support. If you're the police, we don't need a letter of support. I'm just trying to save you time. I see a lot of people put them in there. Paul and I see them a bunch. Scar sees them, we see them in there. We all need them. I don't need the letter of support. You know what your letter of support is if you're law enforcement? Somebody tell me what your letter of support is if you're law enforcement. Your crash data. Right, Paul? What's your data look like? What's your data look like? Somebody calls me and says, hey, we think I get a grant. What can we do? I don't know what's your data look like. What's your crash data look like? Okay, so you're going to just continue down this line that's on your left and click every one of these. Every one of these requires something. If you stay with your RFP, it's going to help you walk right down through. It's going to tell you what we're looking for. For a bunch of us, so you got to manage each one of them and monitor your tracker and hit save and close.